Okay, so let's finish off our coverage for the Ubisoft Forward. Well, no. Let's finish off our coverage for the Summer Games Fest of things. So we did the Summer Games Fest, Day of the Devs, Devolver Direct on one day. Yesterday we watched the Xbox Game Showcase and the Xbox Game Showcase and the what's the other one called? The Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Direct. So the only one left that I still have to watch is the Ubisoft Forward, which happened like what 9 hours ago, or something like that probably. So yeah, we're gonna watch that. There's a pre-show. There's the main show as well. So hopefully we see some stuff. I'm looking forward to seeing what they have for Assassin's Creed Shadows and for also for Thing as well. So before I begin, I'm just gonna make sure everything's okay. The remote play is still set to the same settings that was yesterday, so I did check the sound. The sound was better because I could hear myself, and also you could still hear the actual conference itself. So I'm going to keep it at the 10 decibel range that it was at before, and then we'll go and see if everything works the way that it's supposed to. So let me just update this, and then let's get things started. So there's a 30-minute pre-show before the actual conference, and then there's the main thing. So I want to go and see, because sometimes in the pre-show they've got something you haven't seen yet. So let's just make sure that this all things. So let's get things started. Because sometimes they have stuff in the pre-show, actually. So we have...
Peggy 18.
I think there's like an hour, half an hour of a pre-show, and then some other things as well.
Grab your shades, stay hydrated, and get ready for Ubisoft Forward, live from sunny LA. In just under 30 minutes, we'll be kicking you over to the Belasco Theater, starting the show with an exclusive look at gameplay from Star Wars Outlaws, Assassin's Creed Shadows, xDefiant, and more. But first up, let's enjoy a little sunbathing under the palm trees and take a look at some live games like Skull and Bones and Rocksmith Plus, a new VR title from Just Dance, and a few indie games supported by Ubisoft.
How would VR for... Why would you need VR for Just Dance? Considering it's not a...
In video games, we often have an element of
how would that
illusion,
work?
trickery,
Like, I guess it
and
would just
smoke
be
and mirrors.
normal, like...
In order to emulate the complexity of
How would
water,
that work
we
exactly?
must start with research and reference. I couldn't even begin to count how many
so
hours I've spent studying
in like
water
28
over the
minutes, it's
years.
going to be the
To
forward. I know I could
create
skip
and
all the way
simulate,
through
first
to
we
the
must
forward, but
understand
it's
how
like
it
in the
looks,
pre-show
how
they
it
usually
moves,
do actually
how
have
it
something
feels,
gets revealed.
and how it is
being
affected by the
shown.
world around it.
At least
It's
in
a good thing I'm the
Ubisoft's
water
case.
guy,
I know
and
in,
water's been a huge part of my entire life.
I think it was Capcom or somewhere else had a pre-show, and it was completely pointless.
In Skull and
just like
Bones,
something
our
people
world
had
is a
already seen.
fictionalized version of the Indian Ocean.
So let's,
it was important to us
go
that it
for
felt
this.
as though you were exploring distinct and unique locations. Each region has a different look and feel, such as the East Indies looking more gloomy and desaturated versus the open seas with its bright azure blue waters.
And
We also
I was
put a lot of
wanting
effort
to
into
do
the
another
visuals or the rendering
live
of our
speed
water.
run.
We've improved the way foam
but like
forms,
I need to
we've
dedicate at
improved
least
the
5.5
wave
hours
transitions
to
and the
do
way
that,
light shines
and
through the
I
waves. And we've also
ran out
added
of
some new
time. By the
surprises
time I was
like
able to set everything else
bioluminescence
up
that you
and
might find
everything else that was
sailing
going
over
on,
the
I
night.
just ran out of time. So I think I can do one
Perhaps
tomorrow.
the biggest
if I get
challenge
enough
of
time,
all
I can do
is
one
that
tomorrow.
all of us are expert
depending on
critics
what time
when
I
it comes
get
to
up and
water.
what time,
We have
how
all
much
seen
time
it
I
and felt it in some way,
we'll just
making it
see.
incredibly
There's
difficult
plenty
to
of
do
time for us to
perfectly.
watch this.
You may not know precisely why it doesn't look right, just that it doesn't. One of the many challenges with water that other environments don't have
like
is that
Skull
it
and
is
Bones.
constantly in motion.
I like the idea of
Where
Skull and
terrain,
Bones,
for
but
example,
because
should be
it's just
static,
pure
water
multiplayer,
needs to move and support the
I wanted
numerous
to buy
ways
it, but
players
then
can
now it's
interact.
like I just don't know.
In video games, we often have an element of illusion, of trickery, and smoke and mirrors. Unlike film, we need to render many frames per second, so we could not
I like
possibly
how
do it
they're
for
showing
real.
how waves
This is
get
particularly
made and
true
stuff
for
is-
water, since we cannot simulate billions of particles, give them gravity, drop them, and see what happens. In a nutshell, this is what a lot of game development is. We look for clever ways we can make complicated real-world elements believable in the simplest way possible. It also needs to not only look realistic, but also be adaptable with our gameplay mechanics and ship physics. Speaking of physics, in Skull and Bones, players will have choice over the size and type of ship they want to sail. The size, shape, and weight of a ship all needed to be taken into account with the water system. For example, smaller ships will have less mass,
Yeah,
higher
I'm a
buoyancy,
big fan
and
of
therefore float higher in the water.
This
This means you will feel all the waves much more than on a bigger ship, which will have more mass,
just
get
miss up with
lower in
these
the
games.
water,
Like,
and
I
have
like the way
increased drag, yet will
I
not be as
was hoping this
impacted by
would
the
be a
smaller
single
waves.
player.
We put dedicated
my
focus
ultimate hope,
on
though,
iteration
is
between wave shape,
I would
size,
like to
and
see
movement to balance with the way the ship physics behave. It was a constant back and
Pirates of the
forth
Caribbean.
iterative process to find something that was visually appealing,
a Pirates of
felt
the Caribbean
realistic,
game
and was
somehow.
fun to navigate.
Like, I'm not sure how they would
The
do
driving
it.
force of
Maybe
our
do
wave
like a
formation
thing where
is
you
the fast
do all the
Fourier
movies or something
transform,
like this.
or
Do
FFT
like a
algorithm.
realistic,
Utilizing various layers of the FFT
more
at different
theme
frequencies
version of
is
that.
the foundation
that would
of
be
our
nice,
water
but
simulation.
I'm not sure if they
Low
can-
frequency is the slow, deep swells of the sea, whereas higher frequencies give us the choppy, smaller waves. Of course, I am simplifying this quite a bit, but it is iterating on these FFT layers and the amazing collaborative effort across many teams and disciplines that give us the amazing water we have in Skull and Bones. Skull and Bones represents the culmination of years of innovations and advancements. We are incredibly proud of our authentic, diverse, multiplayer naval experience and the water tech that makes it all possible. I hope you enjoy sailing our water as much as we love creating it.
Yes, I guess I had one entire portion of
Hey everybody,
Ubisoft
it's time for a
working
fun
on
little
the,
musical break with Rocksmith Plus,
just
the
working on the
award-winning
Ubisoft,
method that was voted the fastest way to
border.
learn a guitar, and it's helped over 5 million players.
I'm
That's
gonna
a
be
lot of
interested to see what
players.
this
Watch
Just
this.
Dance VR title, how that's gonna look. I need to mute some of this. Like, I don't know if I need to mute it. That's another thing. I should keep my finger. Yeah, I'm sorry. I have to mute this.
It's never been easier to learn before.
I
And
didn't want
check this out.
to. I don't want to get.
Not only can you
muted.
learn your favorite songs in guitar and bass, Rocksmith Plus now also offers piano.
It's cool that they've got other stuff like piano and things as well. Because like I like the music that they're playing is really good, but I just
Recordings of hit songs from your
I'm
favorite
trying to
artists
avoid
like
getting
Metallica,
flagged,
Green Day, Paramore, The White Stripes, and
because,
many more. Better yet, in addition to PC and mobile,
I'd have to mute
Rocksmith
it
Plus is
otherwise.
also available on PlayStation. Learn a new instrument, or just make
I'd have to
yourself
mute it
a little
otherwise.
proud
And
by improving your
if I
skills.
recognize a song, like in that case, I
today.
know Metallica, I know Coldplay. If I recognize a song, then I need to make sure that I mute it.
Mr. Spade?
Sophie? What's going on?
Whereas if it's a
I can't
cover, it's a little
believe
bit
I'm about to say
different
this, but
because it's just a cover.
sometimes
it's flagged down on the
when
thing.
I clean the rooms, I
That's one
get a little
problem,
curious,
but I try to avoid
snoop through our guest stuff.
Sneaky. And Mr. Spade caught you in the act, I suppose?
Yes.
trying to avoid getting flagged.
I could keep an eye
Video
out
you
and call
can
you
still
if I
get
see our
flagged for,
mysterious
but at least with the
photographer.
audio, if I mute
Are
it,
you
if it's something that
telling me
if
I
it's
should
something that I know
snoop
by
around?
name or know by
Well,
hearing it already,
there's
then I'll
nothing
mute
you
it.
haven't
But if
done
it's something that I
before.
don't, then I won't.
Curiosity killed the cat.
Oh, Andrew.
Covers
Hi.
are a little
I
bit
was.
different.
Spying on our manager?
I can't remember the last time work was this interesting.
Yeah, that's definitely one way to put it.
What the hell?
Sophie Roy, I'm Detective Maurice Tremblay. I need you to tell me
This will be the
everything
last.
that happened.
This will be the last thing I cover for Summer Games Fest. I don't think there's anything else
Did
I'm
you
doing for it.
touch
There
it?
is a direct, but that's not really
No,
counted
nothing.
because it's its own thing. There's also maybe a
What
couple
a
other things,
week.
but I don't think I need to do anything else.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Miss Roy, but I
And then
just
I was going to
don't
do.
believe
I might be able to do a live one tomorrow, and then we'll be back to
could
trying
not
to
have done this without
get this
you.
Persona 4
Yeah,
stuff ready.
probably not.
At least there won't be any confusion about what consoles things are available on either. Alright, be prepared for muting again because of copyrighted music. expecting this to be. I don't know why you would want to play this in VR, to be honest. Like, I think you would just be better off with. I guess it means you can dance with people when they're not in the room. That at least does something, but still. You probably already do that. Do you need the headset? Okay, it's just a straight up new VR game. It's not just a VR edition. The Monopoly, they're making a Monopoly
Got
game.
that summer feeling yet? Set your alarms for about 20 minutes from now, where we'll kick off with an exclusive look at Star Wars Outlaws, and then hear more from Assassin's Creed Shadows and xDefiant live here in LA. But for now, let's dive back into the pool and cool off with a peek at a classic family board game brought to life with Monopoly, our premier tactical shooter Rainbow Six Siege, and some of the indie games supported by Ubisoft.
I like Monopoly, but I probably wouldn't buy a game. Probably wouldn't buy a game with it. There's mobile games that already do this, so that's the other thing too. It's not like like the only board games that I would buy on like a console would be like Mario Party, because at least you have there's no mini games.
Is out now on Steam. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? Nothing? That's what most people will do about it. Or are you special? An outlier? One who just might buy it? Buy the game! Become King of the Hat! Butterfly, smooth control, simple, deep, competition.
King of the Hat, it reminds me of
Party chaos.
It's as if it's like they've made their own game similar to Odyssey. Odyssey, but obviously, just mini games, I guess.
In one. More to come, but for now, King of the Hat is out now on Steam. Washing Machine Junior.
Dongle. I just realized Dongle is a eggplant.
Since 2015, Siege has remained the undisputed reference for competitive players searching for a tactical PvP shooter. Unlike other shooters, you need to act fast and fight smarter. Siege, there are always two sides.
Why is this?
You play as attackers and defenders. At the beginning of every round, attackers and defenders will each have an allotted time to design and coordinate their tactics.
Like
Attackers send drones to run reconnaissance along the map, locate hostile threats, target enemies' objectives.
When I muted the remote play,
in the meantime, defenders fortify their positions with a variety of tools and gadgets,
the space button. So it's like I need to click back onto the character,
setting up barricades, laying traps, and prepping for the impending assault. Every round, you'll have to pick your operator carefully. Each operator comes with their own unique gadget, weapon, loadout, and playstyle. So forming your squad of 5 is like assembling the pieces of a puzzle. You'll need to find the right fit to bring a perfect strategy.
At least with Ubisoft creatures,
Siege has more than 65 operators to choose from. You can pick the operator that matches your own distinct playstyle. Some operators excel at setting traps. Some at breaching. Others at gathering intel. And that's just a few of the many possibilities. Without health regeneration or respawn, all your actions matter and have direct consequences on the success or failure of your squad. And here, the best plans are the ones the enemy will never see coming. That's why you need to use every piece of the environment to your advantage. If you don't see a way in, make one. Destruction is a tool that will be key to your success. And every year, our World Championship, the Six Invitational, crowns the best Rainbow Six Siege players, turning them into worldwide icons. But whether you're new to the game or a veteran player, you'll find that in Siege, it's not about if you can outgun your opponent, but whether you can outplan them.
Ubisoft Montreal is very surreal. It feels like a full circle moment. I'm Philip. I'm this year's Ubisoft Photo Mode contest winner from Slovenia, and I'm very happy to be here.
This is like an Apollo Night kind of thing, but also I gotta make sure I have my notebook ready just in case there's any like extra games we can talk about. So far there hasn't been, but obviously like when I do get around to that, I will be the main one. So. But yeah, we'll see.
If you're joining us, we're live in LA and you're watching the Ubisoft Forward pre-show. Only 10 minutes to go until the main show starts and it's heating up. We'll be joining the team to kick things off with gameplay from Star Wars Outlaws.
I was just going to say,
take a sip of that cocktail and settle in for news on our brand new free-to-play arena shooter, Battlecore Arena, the Warrior's Den that is for honor, Assassin's Creed Mirage on your iOS devices,
I thought that was
and some tactical updates from The Division 2.
So that game could be interesting, but like again, it's a multiplayer, what's the name game? Like shooting and I thought for a second it was gonna be some sort of racing game, but it's like no, the tracks are kind of like the areas that you're on are kind of like racing. I thought for a second there I thought that was Ahsoka Tano from like a distance. I didn't, and then now I just see it.
I remember a time of peace.
I don't know why I thought that.
Of cherry blossom.
It just looked like it was originally for some reason. I thought I saw the thing there. Like, she doesn't have the
Bushido calls in the shape of a blade, the last of its kind. Our enemies are legion. They strike at us by the swarms. But 1,000 blades cannot match mine. Send your armies. I will be waiting for anything and anyone.
I was trying to see what that thing. I don't know if that said. It said Y8S2, I think it said. I don't know if that means Year 8 Season 2. Because, like, 4-1 has been around for a little while, it seems like. these really, because these are like highlights from,
You're in the hot seat, Agent. Get those tags up. I'm checking Ultra ready. You're acquiring a lot of points, Agent. Keep going.
Oh, it's disappeared from me?
Yeah,
Oh my god! Someone clip that, please! That was not okay! That's not okie dokie! Go, 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 go.
Throw shit. Guys, there was a smoke right in front of me. I'm dead.
Now I repel. One guy throw.
They're defusing.
Throw. Another guy throw. Another guy throw. Don't. Oh my goodness.
That seemed like it was really that seemed like it was really set up. To be honest, I don't know how that happened. Like, yeah, I don't understand why they're putting Assassin's Creed Mirage on iPhone and iPad. Like, who's gonna want to play this on their phone? Like, it's not even a great game on console, so playing it on phone is gonna be even worse. Like, I've never liked playing these games on a phone because you have to use the analog. The analog stick doesn't exist; it's on the screen, so you've got to like. It's just really awkward.
The Division 2 has been going strong for over 5 years. Based on the feedback we received from you, we deployed thousands of improvements, updates and balancing changes, making the game better than ever. And we are just getting started. The first season of Year 6 is starting tomorrow, and with it, we are unlocking level 40 and the entire endgame for all Division 2 players. Tune in to our post-show later today to hear more about the Year 6 updates. Now, let's take a look at what's coming with Season 1.
What do you believe, Agent? What's the truth? That Lau was a traitor? That Kelso has betrayed you? And that I am your enemy? A friend. You want the truth, Agent? Real Muramasa. You might not like these. Come find me.
All Division 2 players can now reach level 40 to unlock endgame content. Update includes the summit.
So this is the kind of thing where it makes me feel like, what's the point in people playing the game all this time when
seasonal
basically everyone gets the pre-level 40 and all the in-game content gets
earn
unlocked.
exclusive weapons
may as
and
well only
gear.
go and play it now. Like that's one thing that I've always wondered. Like, people could just wait till this point to start playing it. Instead of like playing it from the beginning. Alright, so, again, that was the pre-show, I guess.
We're just seconds out from the main show.
Pretty much nothing there.
Don't miss our amazing post-show, where we'll dive deeper into some exclusive gameplay. But now, and I've always wanted to say this, it's time to join the crew in a galaxy far, far away.
So we're starting with Star Wars.
Welcome to Ubisoft Forward.
Nothing that really needs to be discussed yet, I would say.
Okay, we're skipping that part.
Hold on, Nix!
For a second, I thought this was going to be like some sort of, I thought this was going to be music that was playing for Assassin's Creed, but it can't be that because they did say they were opening with Star Wars.
Hey, new record. At the top, where it should be. Let's go, Nix.
Hello everyone, I'm Matthias Karlsson, Game Director at Massive Entertainment. Today, we'll show you a different type of adventure, and as we journey across multiple systems, we will come across many opportunities for a scoundrel. In Star Wars Outlaws, one of your motivations for exploration is to find elusive experts scattered across the galaxy. These experts will help Kay pick up new skills to survive.
Okay, so this is again, this is Star Wars Outlaws. So, oh, okay, I see what they're doing. So you got a bunch of people with abilities with different experts, and then by completing certain tasks for them, they will unlock other things for us.
On Tatooine.
Okay, that makes sense.
So let's head back to our ship.
Again, the gameplay's in. There's a bit of a black screen.
We're picking up an Acra station.
It's on like this widescreen, but
a remnant of the Clone Wars.
This is the size of the actual
refueling station that now acts as a trade hub for illegal contraband. It's a great place to resupply. Merchants are often affiliated with a syndicate and might offer you a special deal if you're in good standing with them.
Can I help you?
This kind of business attracts all kinds of shipjackers, contract brokers, and corrupt officials.
Need your name cleared from the wanted list.
Your ship, the Trailblazer, is a refined EML 850, the last of its kind.
I'll check something. I think I put it to the
On
right.
board, you'll find everything you need to finalize your preparations.
So I thought I didn't put it to the right volume, but it's fine. Because like I'm noticing now
Hey,
this
Andy.
is way less, so maybe I need to do a medium. Or just adjust it to whatever.
Akiva space.
Each planet has its own system for you to explore, and many opportunities to make a few credits, which you can choose to engage with or not.
I am under attack! My ship will not survive long!
This is Kay Vess on board the Trailblazer. I'm coming to help.
Turret activated, Kenny.
One down.
Looks kind of hard to do because you've got. I think you're
ship.
supposed to aim ahead.
In space,
That might be what
your
it is.
actions also have consequences and can impact your reputation with syndicates. This optional dogfight allowed us to improve our reputation with the Pikes while making a few credits.
Spooling up the hyperdrive.
Now let's continue our journey and head to Tatooine.
Tatooine space. Edge of the galaxy.
The Tattoo system is in the clutches of the Hutt cartel. Our reputation with them is poor, so we best be on our way.
So I think this is set between. I think they said it was set between. I think it's set between the 5th and 6th movie or the.
Welcome
the 5th
to
movie.
legendary
I
Mos
can't
Eisley,
remember exactly.
the infamous hive of scum and villainy. We could head straight to our destination, or explore what the city has to offer. Recreating this iconic city is a dream come true for our team, allowing us to show parts of Mos Eisley you've never seen before.
Room for one more?
There are many opportunities for a scoundrel, including working your way in with the Hutt cartel. Most of Tatooine's economy is under their control, even though the increased Imperial presence has been hurting their business. But first, we need to pick up the trail of our expert gunslinger. The best place to start is the cantina. By asking around, we learn of a pirate who is deadly with the blaster and who used to work for the Hutt cartel. Our intel
Some of this
leads
I
to
think
one
we
of their
saw-
storehouses.
some of this we saw in the
located
previous
in the southern
trailer.
hills.
Although they did mention the Hutts this time, so maybe
Traveling
we'll
to
see something like
destination
that.
can be an
See them
adventure
later.
itself.
See what they're involved in.
As you move across scorching dunes and dusty valleys, you'll quickly realize that this lawless desert planet still
I
holds
didn't really
many
like the ship.
mysteries.
I guess you need to see more of a intense ship battle. Like fighting 3 ships is doesn't seem like there's a lot to really
We've
do.
reached our destination.
Uh,
We need to locate our storehouse and find our way into this
Okay.
heavily guarded fortress
So this is
without
gonna be a
triggering the
stealth
alarm.
mission, I guess.
Busy place.
Like, I kind of want to see the gunfights rather than because I don't think of stealth when I think of Star Wars. Like, it's not usually about stealth. Usually, what happens is they just, I guess they sneak in some cases, and then it goes up really fast, and then they just start using like gunfights and like lightsabers, and I just don't really. I guess in this case it's a bit different though, because we're playing as a not a bounty hunter. What do they call them in this again?
Next, do you sense anyone?
Playing as a different thing, I should say. We're not playing as a. We're not bounty hunters. Smugglers, that's it. We're a smuggler, not a. So I guess in this case it's a bit different because of. And we're using like non-lethal means, you know, as well.
All right, let's.
So our reputation changes based on how we progress. So I think Fallout 3 did a similar thing where.
I got it.
If you went into certain areas and you attacked certain things, I think it was that game.
I used to work for the Huts. I should talk to her.
Oh, come on!
We've been spotted, but we now know where to find our gunslinger. Let's get out of here quick.
We're in trouble, pal.
No, I guess I'm just so used to using like lightsabers and things like this. I don't think the gun, like, it seems like you're better off just going to an area to try and stealth your way through, and then after you've stealthed your way through, you're gonna you can go and then like just try and get out of there as fast as possible, and then that's it. Like, I feel like that's pretty much it. Like, you don't really want to get into a gunfight because you're already outnumbered.
You again. If you're still looking for Haas, I haven't seen him.
Actually, I'm here for you. I heard you're the best shot on the planet.
Oh, and you want to be second best. Now is not a good time. The Huts are coming, and I need to get ready. Get your blaster out.
What we have just shown you is the beginning of one of the many adventures you can go on in Star Wars Outlaws. Whether you want to learn new blaster skills...
That looks interesting. Like, that looks very much like a skill from Ghost of Tsushima, except instead of having to go on the carries, you would just...
Finding an expert is always an adventure in a galaxy full of opportunities.
It's going to be interesting to see how this fully plays out.
We should get moving.
Surviving in the workers' district in Canto Bight. Seeing the rich get richer while pulling off small cons with your buddy Nix is all you've ever known. After crossing one of the galaxy's elite, you end up hunted, with your one chance of freedom being an impossible task: to pull off one of the greatest heists of all time. To increase your chances of survival, you'll need to seek out elusive experts scattered all across the Outer Rim. From a skilled pirate-turned-sheriff gunslinger to a sabacc high roller who has perfected sleight of hand, or even a group of scrap-hoarding Jawas that can fit off-market parts to your starship. Follow rumors whispered between locals, or a tip-off from a cantina bartender that will lead you to their location before embarking on shady and often dangerous jobs to grow from a street thief into a fearless outlaw. But as a wanted scoundrel, it's in your best interest only to stick around long enough to get what you need before jumping to a brand new location. Syndicates and their leaders such as Lady Kira and Jabba the Hutt have their hand in every part of the galaxy, from the darkest corner of Acre Station to the lawless sands of Tatooine. Build your reputation with them to earn lucrative rewards, or gamble everything, risk facing their wrath, and double-cross them to land yourself a big score.
That's going to be interesting to see what we...
On behalf of Massive
There's some sort of morality system, so
along with our co-development
hopefully it
studios
means you don't...
all across Ubisoft.
Hopefully it means that you don't have to do both sides,
Lucasfilm
because that's
Games.
going to make things
It's
longer.
my privilege to share
we'll have to
another
see, I
look
guess.
at this childhood dream come true that we've crafted with passion and wonder. We hope you love it too. If you're willing to take the risk, the galaxy is full of opportunity.
Welcome to the first ever open world Star Wars game.
I just saw that this just says here
Set
work in
in the
progress.
dangerous
The game's
golden
coming out in
age
August,
of the
isn't it?
underworld.
I'm pretty sure it's coming out this year.
Let's raise the stakes, shall we?
Okay.
You play as Kay Vess, a scoundrel looking to start a new life. Kay gets pulled into a plan that will change everything.
I believe if you follow the plan, no one gets hurt.
Fortunately, she won't do it alone. From childhood, Kay and Nix have been inseparable partners,
You're welcome.
helping each other every step of the way.
All right, distract him, Nix.
Using their criminal skills and tools, Kay and Nix will have to constantly adapt to every scenario.
Nix, you want to drop that for me?
Come on, come on. Whoa.
If you don't want me to sound the alarm, you'll get me out of here.
As your versatility grows, gain access to new skills and more lucrative contracts.
There she is!
A friend needs a little something stolen.
And in this world, your actions have consequences.
I can't let you walk out of here. I'm gonna finish it.
Shame.
And reputation is everything.
Where is he?
The bigger the risk, the bigger the reward, and more attention you'll receive from some of the most notorious syndicates of the galaxy.
And how did you think it was going to end?
Tell the governor the payments will not increase.
It's up to you where your loyalties lie.
Hey, Nix!
Being wanted by the Empire brings a new set of challenges.
This is getting bad. Hold right!
So as your exploits grow, beware of who you cross.
Hang on!
Scattered across the stars are unique locations, rich biomes, environments, and adventures to discover. Traverse the lush jungle world of Akiva, the ancient city of Kijimi, the dangerous savannah moon of Tashara, or roam the lawless planet of Tatooine. When it's time to move, pilot Kay's Trailblazer to transition from planet to planet.
MD, fire up the hyperdrive.
Ready to jump.
Once you land, you can explore all these worlds on Kay's S-57 Cardinal speeder. This is the life of an outlaw. A life where you fight, explore, and infiltrate parts of the galaxy you never thought possible. There are opportunities at every turn, and if you're willing to take the risk and defy the odds, the galaxy is yours for the taking.
So I'm wondering what the canon is of this. It said work in progress, but the game is coming out August 30th, which is in 2.5 months or whatever. End of August, because we're in the middle of July at the moment, so it's like I would think the game should be closer to being work in progress than. For a second I thought it was Assassin's Creed, but no, I guess this is the Skull and Bones update. I know that they just recently started Season 2, so I wonder what they'll show off here, because they showed the roadmap half ages ago, but that was before the game had come out, I believe.
Hello everyone. Since our launch, it's been very exciting watching the community grow and have fun with the world we created. We've gathered a lot of your feedback during Season 1, and we are continuing to work with you, our community, to bring an engaging and immersive naval experience. Season 2, Chorus of Havoc, has just begun and introduces a new narrative arc with brand new Sea Lords, the Huback Twins. Armand and Bertrand are set to challenge you with their orchestral fleet and reward you with new loot if you are victorious.
I love how vibrant
You will also
all
get a
of their
brand
ships
new
are.
ship, the Brig. It's fast, maneuverable,
I'm
and
surprised that-
perfect
so I guess
as a
they're gonna
warship
introduce new
or
ships as we
smuggling
go,
vessel. This season will have you face off against a vicious and hungry new sea monster, the Megalodon, Lestari. Special time-limited events, the Summer Fiesta and Dragon's Regatta boat races will have you competing for additional rewards to customize your ships and arsenal. We've also added community-requested features, including fleet management, allowing you to assign your ships to a POI, secure your profits, expand your empire, and deliver precious pieces of aid. New solo and PvE game modes have been added, giving you more ways to acquire manufactories and defend them from rivals looking to cripple your empire. Ship upgrades will elevate your favorite ships to powerful new levels, offering further diversity in your playstyle. This summer, the fresh gameplay experiences will continue with our upcoming Season 3, Into the Dragon's Wake. You will meet the mysterious Li Tianning, a renegade of the naval faction, the Dragon's Claw. This new Sea Lord will create a big impact on the open seas and brings new activities, stories,
How the
and
hell are you
rewards.
supposed to fight a dragon?
You will also
How are
face
you
off against a brand
how are
new
you supposed to
legendary
beat
sea
a
monster
dragon
like
in a-
never before.
Yeah,
a flying dragon, resurfaced after
Very
eons
interesting,
of
but they would-
slumber.
how are you gonna
A
beat
new 5v5 PvP mode will offer new ways to play, progress, and obtain rewards. This mode will be a key feature of Season 3, And you can also try it separately as part of our free trial. Finally, thank you to all our players. We will keep working hard to bring you original, amazing experiences as we continue to go on this journey with you.
Hello everyone, I'm Gwen Béraud, brand director for Prince of Persia, and today I have 3 special treats for you. Since 1989, players have gone on epic adventures through legendary Persia, embodying relentless princes, capable of defying gravity, running on walls, rewinding time to avoid traps, and defeating mythical creatures. To celebrate the 35th anniversary of this iconic franchise, we wanted to give you new, exhilarating adventures. Back in January, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown released to critical acclaim from media and players. Today, Ubisoft Montpellier has a special treat for you all. Check it out.
Hello everyone. Thank you for all the love you shared about our game and the 3 updates released over the past months. It's been thrilling to watch.
I still haven't played this game yet, but after I do Persona 4 Golden, I believe this was my planned game to play this. Next. We'll just see how it goes. We'll see how.
And now, have a look at our first title update, available for free, called Divine Trials. And
okay.
Next, a glimpse of story DLC.
Oh, they're bringing DLC. Okay, well then, so much for us playing this then. That means it's going to change up everything that we do from this point. Yeah, it's going to definitely change. Revisited bosses. So a free content update gives you bosses, puzzle challenges, platform challenges. Okay, so that I'm trying to make space for other games here. I was going to delete this off, but then it's like, oh no, we have to now I'll have to keep the game on now at this point. If they're going to be adding DLC, we're probably going to have to pay for it. So we'll see how it goes. At least now I know that this is something that's going to be good. But like, these updates are free sometimes. Yeah, Mask of Darkness, September, story DLC. Okay, so that means I'm not going to be getting rid of this game either. It's unfortunate, because now I've...
But we are not stopping there.
Yeah, now I've got the...
Ubisoft has partnered with the indie studio Evil Empire
I was going to play...
bring their amazing independent spirit to the franchise.
I was going to play that next, but now
Prince of Persia,
I need to keep that up.
Which released just a few weeks ago, is a fast-paced action platforming roguelite. Throughout the early access phase, we'll be gathering valuable feedback from you all, while also delivering regular updates and additional content. Here's a taste.
Hi, we're recording this just before early access release, while everyone is in full debugging mode and completely freaking out. So by the time you see this, the raw Prince of Persia would have been out for 2 weeks already. And it's time to thank you, people from the future, for all your love and the billions of sales we've made now that the game is bug-free and has 100% positive reviews. Today, I can happily announce that our first update, the Temple of Fire, is about to release. Check it out.
I think this is a phone game anyway, so it's like eventually they would probably get it from the thing, but when they said roguelike, I immediately I'm not like a massive fan of that, of those types of games. Like, even though I get what they're trying to do with this, I think this might be a phone game. It doesn't say what it's on. That's the thing. It doesn't say, so.
Finally, I will leave you with a glimpse of what we are calling our love letter to one of the most beloved games in the entire series. One that I'm sure you'll agree is truly timeless. Thank you.
Is this gonna be the Prince? Is this gonna be the Sands of Time remake? I mean, we haven't heard anything from this in a while. I hope that we actually do get something that, because that, I don't know what was going on with this project. It seemed like they would. There it is. All right, there it is. 2026. There it is. Finally, we're getting something. I mean, it was supposed to release, I think, like, it was supposed to release, I believe, 2 years ago or something.
With Rocksmith Plus, you can learn guitar and piano fast anytime, anywhere. From your PC, mobile, and now PlayStation. Discover thousands of hit songs from artists like Metallica, Tom Petty, Coldplay, and Linkin Park, with new songs added each month. Enjoy practice tools to hone your skills, like adaptive difficulty and tab or sheet music view. Whether you're a beginner or expert, anyone can learn with Rocksmith Plus. Plus, get real-time feedback with personalized AI recommendations to grow your skills each day. And best of all, new users can download Rocksmith Plus free with access to a limited number of songs, lessons, and features. Try for free today.
That kind of puts a dent in my plans, because I was planning to finish Prince of Persia and then delete that off and then delete off the other one, but now I'm gonna need to see what else I can remove instead.
Oh my god.
I don't think I have anything else I can probably get rid of.
Probably gonna be saying that a lot.
I got goosebumps.
Nice and easy. We're gonna be best pals.
Whoa! Yo, let's go! Nice! Slide and punch a guy, it's great.
The battle has been won. It is time to heal, rejoice, and celebrate. Welcome to the Great Games.
Target is secured.
Get down! They tried to break us. But we'll rise stronger.
Long time no see!
Hi everyone. What a first year we had with the Crew Motorsport. Season 4 will be the final update of Year 1 coming in July. It will be all about car customization and you will discover our latest playlist, Donk versus the Rider. Now, let's talk about the future. I'm thrilled to give you a first look at our festival program for the year to come. In Year 2, Motorfest will continue to grow with more season, cars, and playlists. We will start with Season 5 and a huge surprise. We know many of you love spending hours exploring our beautiful world. So, what about discovering a new playground? Yes, a brand new Hawaiian island will be added to the game at the launch of Season 5 for free. Season 5 will also bring a sequel to a fan favorite playlist with Men in Japan, Volume 2. Year 2 will introduce a brand new gameplay experience. Chase and Takedown arrive at Motorfest. Let's have a look.
We're driven by the chase. Always on the lookout. And once our target is in sight, it's on. There's no rest for us, as the chase never stops.
The Chase Squad will be joining Motorfest in November as premium PvE content. To find out more, tune in to our next The Crew showcase in September. Thank you for watching and see you there.
By order of the Emperor, my fellow Romans, I bring forth tidings of hope across our glorious
land. What game is this? I'm trying to guess, like, with what is it called?
On the threshold of a new
this is like stuff age. With
our streets shall
seems
be
like it's gonna be
with
some
abundance. Our fields shall yield bountiful harvests, and our coffers shall overflow with wealth. An era of prosperity dawns upon us, heralded by the arrival of a new governor.
Can't be like Civilization or.
You can take it from here.
So is it? Oh right, it's this game. I remember that game, but I just don't remember what the name of it was. It's like a.
Manu, I love that trailer.
That was awesome. Hi, my name is Manuel Reiner. I'm creative director.
And hi, I'm Hay Anderson, brand director. And it's with great pleasure and enthusiasm that we, on behalf of the Ubisoft Mind Studio, stand before you to give you a glimpse into the extraordinary new chapter that is Anno 117 Pax Romana, a fan favorite setting that's been highly awaited. Now, we'll be releasing in 2025 on both PC and console. But today, we embark on an unparalleled journey. Just imagine, it's the year 117, time of the Pax Romana.
Yes, and united by conquers, the Empire found its way to peace and become a cultural melting pot. Anno 117 Pax Romana will deliver Roman gaming experience unlike anything you've ever played. And for the first time in Anno, you will be able to choose your starting province. Either the mysterious Celtic wetlands of Albion, where no civilized Roman wants to be, or the traditional Roman heartlands, Latium, close to the hungry heart of Empire.
Manu, I'm so excited for this game.
Same for me.
And there are so many more exciting features and details that we'll reveal in time. So stay tuned for next year as Anno 117 Pax Romana will be releasing on both PC and console. But it's with great passion and excitement that we bring this 25-year-old
it didn't really show you anything
here to the
main
stage
a cinematic,
at Ubisoft Forward.
Are they going to at least show
loyal fans,
gameplay?
A massive thank you.
Which is always my biggest problem with these conferences. In general, usually it's like
thank you, everyone.
Cool cinematics and stuff, but not actually showing the game, which is important part because we're not watching a movie. I've already seen this stuff, so I guess they're just going through all the more Brawlhalla updates. Which new characters are they adding into Brawlhalla this time? So next up is the Shadows. Next up is the Assassin's Creed Shadows gameplay. So first gameplay reveal. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that is, considering they've probably had to put a lot of effort into showcasing that. So we can see what we're looking at. So far a couple of things to discuss or whatever. I'm happy that the Sands of Time remake is might go on. Because I remember it was supposed to come out a couple of years ago on the Belly server. And then there were reports that they had cancelled it or that they were going to do something else with it, and it didn't sound like it was in very good standing, so alright, let's see what we're in for Assassin's Creed Shadows, because we saw the cinematic trailer and stuff in the previous showcase, but let's see what we get here, because if they're going to show it's a gameplay reveal, so, and the game's coming out in November, so they have to show something.
The shadows
that serve the light.
The ocean's filled with new ships, but they all come from the same river. Greed, power, vengeance. We must learn to trust
and follow the blade
together.
I guess I do meet. They do meet at some point because it looked like it showed them together.
Hello everyone,
So
I'm
because of
Charles
that,
Benoit, Game Director on Assassin's
how did we
Creed
get to that?
Shadows. I'm very proud to be here today to present our dream project, a game that we have wanted to make for a very long time. Yes, we're finally going to feudal Japan at the end of Sengoku era. It was a period of war, where clans were fighting for power, a turning point in history, culminating in the unification of Japan. A period shaped by political intrigue, secret leagues, and battles fought in the shadows. In a time where the greatest warrior became heroes and inspired the most amazing and well-known epic fantasies, the samurai and the shinobi. Two perfect archetypes for our duo protagonist. You'll embody the deadliest trained assassin in history, the shinobi, with Naue, a young woman from the mountains of Higa province, who was forced by war to learn the arts of deception. You'll also experience Japan through the eyes of Yasuke, an historical character whose legend is surrounded
so
by
that means
mysteries.
that I'm thinking that we play as
It allows us to tell the story of a foreigner who becomes a samurai under Oda Nobunaga, the most powerful daimyo at that time.
They're gonna tell us both stories, so that means
Two
it's
protagonists
not gonna
with
be
unique personal
two
stories
separate stories
and views of the world.
Everything's in the same.
Once allied, player can bounce freely between both
Once
characters.
allied. So, okay, so this is what it's gonna be. It's gonna be like Syndicate.
A strong combat
So in
focused
Syndicate,
samurai,
you play as Jacob
Naue,
to do like more
the
fighting
agile
missions, and then
stealthy
Evie to do more of the
shinobi.
assassin missions, and you can pick and choose between.
And
them
as
to
you
do
progress
stuff.
in
So
your
this is,
adventure, you'll
okay,
feel the
this is
time
what
passing like
I'm
never
looking
before.
forward to this.
We're introducing a full year cycle where you'll be able to rediscover a location under different season and weather. For example, in winter, ice may prevent you from going underwater. But as the season gets warmer, you can now use spawns to approach your enemies. Or heavy rain will help you to blend in the environment, to lurk or escape your opponents. You can also use your surroundings to your favor. At night, extinguish lanterns and destroy brazier to vanish in the shadows. Each day and season bring its own challenges. But today, I'm really excited to share an extended look at Assassin's Creed Shadows gameplay. You're about to see a sequence where Naue and Yasuke are hunting corrupted daimyo through beautiful parts of Japan. You'll see the dynamic of our two heroes,
both.
And now they
So this is a
complement
mission where
the
they
strengths
both play
with the
together, I
unstoppable
guess?
force of Yasuke
So I'm hoping
and the
that we
deadly
get
skills of Naue.
what is it, like a combination
Thank
of
you,
the two.
everyone.
Like, if
Enjoy.
we pick one person, does the other person get controlled by the AI or are they off doing their own thing, or do we get to play as both?
Peace and war, benevolence and cruelty. I tread my own path in this divided land.
Because this looks like something like you would get out of Ghost of Tsushima, for
Orchestra.
example. So,
At last.
but because we're playing as a samurai, so.
The fields are busy. A big harvest requires many hands.
That's samurai.
And merchant looks uneasy.
I will not tolerate this disrespect. No, please.
Well, you are a friendly beast, are you not?
Samurai sir, this way, I beg you. Hurry, sir. Please.
Right behind you, little one.
Oh, Baba, I brought someone.
Ikimaru, I wonder where you went. Ah, a samurai. One that does not hail from these lands.
I am a stranger, yes. But you have nothing to fear from me.
Ha! I have enough to fear from the men of Kochiyama. They abuse their power.
The cutscenes look very good as well. They look like they're in a little bit of different. They look different compared to what you would normally see.
They are in the market now, along the main road. A stranger might make good merit, ridding a village of a threat like these men.
Is that so? Then I shall see it done. For this life, if not the next.
So, very similar objectives. So you can see in the top left, you've got your main objective, and then it gives you like 3 dot points. So that means that there's going to be the 2 versions again. You can have one where it gives you all of the dot points from the very start, which is usually the one that I go with, or the other one which gives you just 1 dot point, and then you have to go around and ask about other things, I think, from what I remember. Hang on a second, what just happened to my stream? It's frozen. Okay. I don't know what happened then. I just got a message from Microsoft Defender. Coding overloaded, consider turning down video settings. I didn't even get to read that message.
What is happening here?
That's not happening.
Samurai.
I hope nothing happened to the stream. I hope it's like still okay.
I told you, keep walking.
Just showed up on my on the bottom of my screen. It froze for a couple of seconds. Told me that it was encoding too much or something, but then it's still okay. But it was okay with these other ones. So I don't know what just happened. I didn't get to read the message at the bottom of my screen. It said something about encoding overloaded or something. So I'm not sure if like I say, the way you parry the thing now. All I noticed is that my screen froze, and then Microsoft Defender popped up on my screen, and it told me encoding overloaded instead of changing something, but I couldn't read it because it was already gone by too fast.
They were going to kill me. Thank you. There's another. Up the
That's the first time that's happened.
Corrupt samurai named Fujioka.
At least using this.
Tender persecutor. Greed cannot rule this village. Not while I have breath in my lungs and a blade in my hand.
I said kill him. I'll wash away his failure with your blood.
You will have to spill it first.
So the parry system is based on like which direction that you parry in, I guess, because it showed that he was doing attacks from like different angles, so we're gonna like, I guess find.
Who do you think you are?
For the people, I am justice.
Oh, okay, that was the. I didn't realize that was the target, and beheadings. I was not expecting to have enemies just be beheaded in the middle of the street, like this. Okay, that's different. I was expecting to actually behead them.
I was going to handle that.
Too slow. What did you find?
The samurai has been stealing from the villagers. He has been starving the people here for some time.
So now we know who he worked for.
The daimyo, in Fukuyama Castle.
We should go.
Not before we send our allies to look for him. He'll be difficult to find.
Alright, let's see how big the map is. Obviously I can't tell the entire map, but
daimyo. He's there.
Hopefully it's like a massive
Who will take the lead?
We can sneak in.
Assassin's Creed Mirage was not a massive
just through
map.
the front gate.
It still had some areas that felt like they weren't very necessary. Okay, so here is our...
It's almost dark.
We can choose to play as one or the other.
They will not stand a chance.
So I wonder how.
But be careful in there.
Different, like that. Obviously, that first section
I won't be
you
alone.
played as him, so
It'll be me in the shadows.
not every mission's gonna cater towards
In the
each
shadows.
person.
To serve the light.
I'll go straight for the daimyo. When fighting a snake, why wrestle the body when you can slice off the head? You're mine now, Snake.
Who did that?
Okay, so they're making assassinations a little bit easier to, like, the fact you can basically do a hook blade into someone and then they're going to, that's going to be very, I think that's going to be very overpowered, being able to do ranged, free ranged assassinations like that.
He'll dig himself a trench with those nightly footsteps. That's
A grave, huh?
Oh, okay, so you can actually now grab, characters, and they can't alert, so you move them into an area. You can now close and open doors, as well. That's kind of handy. I'm trying to pay attention to the HUD as well to see if other things are around too.
He's coming. I need to hide.
useless, all of you! First, Fujioka dies in the street at the hands of some stranger! Serve me scalding tea. Besides ruining its delicate flavor, I nearly lose my tongue for business.
Fujioka must have been the samurai Yasuke took out. Good riddance.
Take your tongue.
A daimyo like that deserves a slower death than the one I'm about to give him.
Okay, they're doing the trick where you, yeah, where you, use the, she can crawl on the ground as well. Okay, fight with, I guess, like, kind of more, like, what type of weapon you can use, but being able to fight with one of those. Crawl along the ground, you can also, like, go into the water and, like, stay, like, so there is a post-show. I think the post-show is on after this, I'll have to see. But it did say that there's a deep dive, so So hopefully the post show's still on this. It should be, but if it's not, then it's fine. I'll just not watch it. Definitely, it definitely looks promising. I think I like the samurai moved around a little bit more than this thing, but again, it'll be interesting to see how they incorporate the best, like which missions are available to do, and then
you being allies then.
Hello everyone. It's a pleasure for all of us to be here to celebrate our shared passion for games. I wanted to say thank you to all Ubisoft teams around the world. Their talent, creativity, hard work is what makes all of us and all this possible. So, to all our players, thank you. Your passion is our driving force, and we can't wait for you to get your hands on the amazing games you have seen today. So thank you for watching. Thank you. Thank you to all of you.
Okay, I guess that's...
Don't go anywhere.
I was gonna say, I guess
Stay
that's
tuned
it,
for the Ubisoft Forward post show for deeper looks at Assassin's Creed Shadows,
once the post show
Star
starts
Wars
off, also
Outlaws,
just to go over
and
everything.
The Division 2,
case,
presented by
some of this stuff is
Intel, the
gonna be a
main
little
PC
bit
partner for
different, but,
Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Because there's a pre-show, post-show, and then the main show, so I'm assuming that...
Hello, my name is Thierry Dansereau, art director on Assassin's
so
Creed
it's actually
Shadows.
here.
And I'm Charles Benoit.
Okay, so I'm gonna pause it here just for a second, just so I can go and discuss what I think of the Forward. So obviously, like, out of the stuff that I was interested in, like in Star Wars Outlaws, I'm not into... I wasn't really sold on the space battles. Again, I think you need to see a little bit more of the things in a grand scheme of things, but I wasn't really sold on those. The whole sneaking around thing, I'm happy to see, like, a sneaking around sort of thing, but then when I saw the combat, I also wasn't really expecting that to be the way that it was. It seems like you want to go into the battles. It seems like you want to go into the battles. It seems that you want to go into the battles for you know, sneaking through, and then just only fight when necessary, sort of thing. I like the expert system and like the stuff with you know, being with the different allies. So it seems like you're gonna have a lot of choice. So there might be multiple different endings to be able to do for that as well. But yeah, I was satisfied with that. Prince of Persia: Sands of Time remake has a release year at least, which means it's still happening. I believe it was supposed to come in 2022, and just you kept hearing bad news from there at that point, but then they finally have a release date for a release year, I should say, at least for it. So they are continuing with it, which is nice. The Prince of Persia: Lost Crown, again, DLC coming in September for story DLC. It said story DLC 1, I believe, as well. So that means there's going to be multiple. Unfortunately, that means I'm not going to be able to delete off Prince of Persia because there's going to be story DLC for it. So can't do anything with that. Lost Crown's getting an update, so new amulets, puzzle challenges, a bunch of other stuff to do with the, what is it called? To do with the, so replaying bosses, amulets, puzzle challenges, all those sorts of things. So that sounds like it's going to be, there could be trophies for those, but we'll have to just see how that is. But I'm looking forward to playing the Lost Crown at some point. I was hoping that I would play it more recently, but unfortunately I can't do that now because it's going to get themed anyway. So I don't know if I have anything that I could work on at the moment. That can be deleted off to make space for other things. So that might also change what we play next, but I don't know. I really don't know. I have to see how much space there is for other stuff. There might be a chance I could do something, but we'll have to see. And then, obviously Assassin's Creed Shadows. First gameplay thing for that. I like the samurai being able to play as... It's essentially like playing Ghost of Tsushima again. The parrying system seems like it's going to be interesting to try and learn that and figure out how you can get the strikes to work. Because in Odyssey and stuff like that, you would get an indicator of when the strikes were hitting, but not in which direction. This one here, you seem to have direction based for those, so that's going to work out pretty well. Also, we get the we saw a bit of the Assassin's gameplay as well, just going through. So she can crawl, she can hide underwater, and basically stay underwater for as long as she wants. It seems like she gets like a ranged weapon that can hit a lot of things, so that's going to be very nice to see. Moves a lot faster and able to be more stealthy and things. So it reminds me very much of like the Jacob and Evie stuff, where we're probably going to get certain missions for each of them, and then when they have missions where they both discuss what's going to go on, we pick a hero, and then whichever one we go with is the one that we think. So it's certainly going to be interesting to see how that goes. And then some of the other stuff that they had there was a little bit interesting, but those were the main 4 things I want to cover there. So I think this is supposed to be the post-show, so I guess we'll go and get this started and then finish it off.
Game director on Assassin's Creed Shadows. We are here today to share details on our first gameplay walkthrough for Assassin's Creed Shadows. Torii Gates are really iconic in Japanese culture, and also
this looks like it should be the post-show.
So when the players
I'm gonna assume this is the post-show.
There is something interesting
because of the mentioning about don't go away.
It can be secrets, it can be loot, targets, everything that fuel your progression.
This is basically going to be the same thing that we just saw, except they're going to break down the entire thing as well. So this did add some extra stuff.
One of the mini castle town that the game will add. In Assassin's Creed Shadows, you'll be exploring a dynamic and ever-changing open world, all of which is affected by dynamic seasons and weather system. The wildlife is now more than ever part of the game ecosystem and biomes. In Assassin's Creed Shadows, a lot of the game wildlife will evolve and change colors through seasons, and the player will even see puppies, mostly in the springtime.
Well, you are a friendly beast, are you not?
The goal is to have a more natural behaviors and awareness systems.
Psst. Samurai sir, this way, I beg you.
Such beauty, shadowed by suffering.
You're about to see Yasuke in action. In that sequence, Yasuke is going to find one of his targets.
What is happening here?
We'll have a lot of targets to hunt around Japan, and this zip cam and celebration is used to highlight those moments when you find them.
I told you, keep walking.
Let's see some combat now.
The notion of dynamism was also applied to our props that are, for most of them, breakable.
Being able to like knock over the fruit balls and stuff, like those existed in like the other games, like the more recent ones as well, but they didn't like do that.
It's the best weapon to break enemies' armor. It's also a good tactic to remove armor first because it reduces the time to deal with your opponents. You can see the yellow bar under the enemy. It represents the armor, and once it's broken, it's a lot easier to land hits and inflict damage. Attacking and defending charge up your adrenaline meter. Once it's full, you can spend all those resources to push back or knock down or inflict damages, and even put the enemy vulnerable. One of the big combat novelty is the posture system. You can hold your attack and posture at any moment inside a combo. Those attacks inflict massive damage and can also branch into execution. But of course, if you use those attacks, you expose yourself. So the key is to really master the timing and learning enemy behavior. In the end, your competency can give you an edge over your stats.
Greed cannot rule this village.
The players always have two weapons at the same time, so they can freely switch between both of them. You can see here, Yasuke has the classic katana, and he's using one of his unique moves, the sheeted attack. Now you can concentrate on the target. You can see the katana is a lot faster and versatile. Looking at the target, you see he's a lot more reactive and defensive. If you're taking the posture like right now, he's also using one of his posture against you. So it creates really this dance between the two fighters. The enemy reactivity really pushed the player to use all his tools. So the parry, you need to react, you need to read the enemy to find the best opening and land the posture attacks when it's best. Yasuke and Aoi have their own personal story and their own life. But once they allied, they cooperate to achieve the common objective.
Too slow.
It means you can also switch at any moment in the open world. Of course, not during the infiltration or when you're fighting, but otherwise the players can really choose the character they want at any time and choose how they want to play them.
We should go.
Not before we send our allies to look for him.
In this sequence, Yasuke is suggesting to use the spy network. It's a new system that we introduced in Assassin's Creed Shadow to support the shinobi fantasy and help the player to find their objective. So you can send your spy to scout areas and spot your targets or the quest objective you have. Sometimes we have both characters in the cutscene where you can pick the one who answers or ask questions. At the end, you can also pick the character you want to continue with. You can choose between Naoe being more stealth-oriented or Yasuke being a bit more focused on fight.
But be careful in there.
Don't worry, I won't be alone. It'll be me and the shadows.
From this point, we are with Naoe inside the Fukujiyama Castle. Feudal Japanese castles are amazing playgrounds as they offer a lot of opportunity to play in them in a stealth way or rather in a fight-oriented.
In the following sequence, you can see what's new in terms of parkour and stealth. First, our grappling hook. It's fully physics-based, so your speed and direction can affect where you go. You can also assassinate from the grappling hook, as you can see now. We brought back the cover system to sneak and peek, so you can use your tool from there. You can also observe your surrounding. You can now use prone and crawl in tall grass, so you can hide, you can go under small openings, so it's really useful to sneak around.
You're mine now, Snake.
But one of the big novelties is the dynamic perception of the enemies. They are affected by light and shadow. So here you can see Naoe can break the light and able to vanish and reduce the detection time, so it's a lot easier to quickly move undetected. The weapons of Naoe are great for combat, but also for stealth. Each weapon has a specific type of assassination. Like here with the Kusarigama, you can also assassinate your enemy, but at range. With Naoe, you'll feel like a shinobi with all the new animation we added to make her a lot more agile and faster when doing parkour and everything she does basically.
Naoe is an agile, self-focused shinobi who will use noise, light and shadows to evade detection as enemies respond to their changing surroundings. Naoe is currently making her way to reach her target. She's going through some elite samurai houses, and as she progresses, the player will see and discover other iconic areas of the castle, such as the daimyo quarter.
The grappling hook can be also used to grab enemy. which is very useful to move them quickly and dispose of them in the better spot. It's much more efficient than just carrying dead body, for example.
It's giving the player the option to decide if they want to kill or not.
We have a couple of abilities, we have gear, we have weapons that can bring down enemies until they are wake up by other people. Like you saw with the Kusarigama, the katana also have special assassination. You can stab people through shoji door and stay mostly silent. So depending on the weapon you have equipped, you have a different assassination opportunity.
He's coming. I need to hide.
In interior, there are places to hide, but one of the cool ones is the beam that you can use to grapple on the ceiling. It's really useful to not being spot, of course, but also wait for an opportunity to assassinate.
Here we saw a sudden weather state change that triggered a thunderstorm.
The noise and the rain and the wind cover your footstep and also your action. The demo is in spring, but in winter the old pan will be frozen, so you can't use the same tactic. You will have to use prawn in deep snow or use
okay, so they're saying this particular section is in spring
is now
in the demo. So
with
this
that, you can stay
lake
in
would
on
no
the
longer
water
be
and wait for the perfect
active, like
opportunity
it's
to assassinate.
supposed to be like
just
it's frozen and there's snow in the
If you're detected, you
thing
can
as
choose
well.
to escape, to return to your stealth loop, or go straight in combat. Now he's choosing combat with the Kusarigama, a versatile weapon that can use the cycle in one hand and the weighted chain in the other, allowing some range and melee fight depending on your attacks. In this case, the player decided to escape after many guards joined the fight. Even if Naoe can be very deadly, she doesn't have a strong armor like Yasuke, so it's a lot more risky when you fight multiple enemies at the same time. Anyway, in this case, she already achieved her objective. She killed the daimyo, so all is fine. We just saw the infiltration at night with Naoe. You can also imagine the other option of taking Yasuke and breaking through the front door. Day, night, weather, even season can affect the challenges on your path.
Thanks for watching. We hope that you've enjoyed this presentation. Assassin's Creed Shadows will be launching on November 15. We can't wait for you to play it.
Steelbook does look really good, but again, like I don't like the idea of paying extra money for the things. I'd rather just have them immediately. But and like art, all the extra stuff, it's like it's nice to see, but like it's not something that I really need. So I guess that's the world map. It doesn't look as large as what it did.
Hello everyone, I am John Björling, Associate Narrative Director on Star Wars Outlaws, and I'm here to break down the lore, references, and any other Star Wars details you may have missed in our latest gameplay walkthrough.
Hey, new record!
Kay is a fan of arcade games and has been playing this Raven 6 space shooter for years. You can find it and other games scattered throughout the galaxy. Kay grew up around cantinas and learned from an early age that they're both places to lie low and to find new opportunities. As Kay travels throughout the galaxy, it's always a good idea to head to the local cantina when looking for intel or work. Kowakian monkey lizards can be found everywhere in the Outer Rim, and they're used as pets, thieves, and even food. But few are as privileged as Salacious B. Crumb in Jabba's palace. Many merchants will use protocol droids to handle customers from every corner of the galaxy who don't speak Basic or Huttese. Kay can bypass the droids since she's fluent in Huttese, and she can use this to talk her way out of, or directly into, some tense situations. The Trailblazer is an EML 850 light freighter from the Clone Wars. Its reinforced hull was built to ensure safe transport into any kind of environment. But the high material costs ruined its chances for mass production. The ship is a rare prototype from a bygone era that had a life of its own before ending up in Kay's hands.
Hey, Andy.
Hi, Kay. Akiva space.
Akiva is an outer rim planet that the Empire controls via the local government. Normally, the Empire doesn't have a presence there, but like with many other remote worlds, they carry out occasional audits with support from the Imperial military.
This is Kay Bess on board the Trailblazer. I'm coming to help.
Akiva is orbited by an asteroid field made up of the remains of a comet called Kinro. Legend has it that several Jedi banded together and used the Force to tear it apart, but most people think that's just a myth. Traveling in the Outer Rim is dangerous, and spacers, smugglers, and syndicate freighters are all at risk of being attacked by pirates. Most pirates are part of local gangs that operate in a specific sector, and they usually only care if a mark looks valuable or not. Pirate ships, like the Scourge and Junkross, are cheap and expendable. Pirates typically steal whatever they can get their hands on, and they often rely on scare tactics and aggression to get their score. The Pike Syndicate has shipping lanes across the Outer Rim, making their freighters hot targets for pirates and rival syndicates. Due to Kay helping defend this ship, she has improved her reputation with the Pikes and their underboss, Gorak.
Spooling up the hyperdrive.
Growing up in the workers' district of Cantabite, Kay always dreamed of being able to get off-world and travel the galaxy. After taking the Trailblazer and honing her piloting skills, she's finally able to jump across the galaxy in search of the freedom she's always wanted for her and Nyx. Kay is entering the legendary Mos Eisley on Tatooine, but this planet is large with more than one settlement for you to discover. It's been a privilege to recreate iconic locations such as Chalmun's Cantina, while also expanding on the world with locations that are completely new.
Room for one more?
Here we see Kay about to engage in a game of Kessel Sabak, which is her favorite card game in the galaxy. To win, Kay will need to keep an eye out for cheaters, or maybe even cheat herself. Tatooine is the home of Jabba the Hutt, and after the Hutt cartel faced the surprising loss of their council, Jabba is at the height of his power in the criminal underworld. Following the destruction of the Death Star, the Empire has increased their presence on Tatooine, but everybody knows it's Jabba's domain. The other syndicates stick to the shadows. K-Speeder is an S57 Cardinal, a multi-terrain speeder bike that's perfect for explorers. This speeder is both reliable and moddable, and Kay can call it from afar using a control module to give her and Nyx a chance to rest their feet. Imperial shuttles are a dead giveaway that there's some Imperial activity nearby. Sometimes that might add further risk, but in other cases, it can be a great opportunity for a scoundrel. Some Jawas on Tatooine travel around in sandcrawlers, offering trade deals for whoever happens to be nearby. The sandcrawlers were originally built for mining operations, but were co-opted by the Jawas as a way to hold and transport salvage. These flyhorn lizards can be found all around Tatooine's deserts. The lizards use their tails and horns to catch condensation and smaller insects while keeping cool by hiding in the sand. Some moisture farmers use the lizards as an indication of their yield. The Hutts are present outside the main cities too, and have established compounds all over Tatooine. Depending on your reputation level, you can walk right in or be turned away from Syndicate territory. So your interactions with these locations and the syndicates within will change throughout the game.
Busy place.
Kay and Nyx have been thieving together for years, and their incredibly close bond means that they are able to support each other in any situation.
Nyx, attack.
Good job, buddy. Next, do you sense anyone close? Sutta.
Kay is using a well-worn VM-19 heavy blaster with a unique ability to switch modules. Here, we see Kay use the stun mode to take out this guard instantly and quietly.
Easy. Alright, let's see what we have here.
This is Kay's data spike, which she can use for picking locks. When not in use, she conceals it by wearing it as a hairpin.
Wait, Quint? That sheriff from Wayfar used to work for the Huts? I should talk to her.
Oh, come on!
These enforcer droids are widely used by syndicates as cheap and expendable firepower. They are very dangerous, but Kay can use her blaster's ion module to disrupt them, as we see here. You may recognize these as massives, a native Tatooine predator with thick armored hides, sharp spines, and a dangerous bite. They were first domesticated by the Tusken, but even the Hutt cartel beastmasters used them to guard their territory.
We need a quick exit!
And here we see the iconic Gamorreans that were hired by Jabba himself as his most reliable guards. They are incredibly powerful and dangerous, particularly at close range. Here we see Kay switching to her power module to try and take them out before fleeing.
I like that you can call vehicles to, I guess you can call vehicles
Tatooine
to
will feature its
area that you
iconic
have to go,
twin suns, and you'll be able
some
to
enemies
witness
are going to be very
beautiful
difficult,
sunrises
especially if
and
they're going to be running
sunsets
up to you and
on your
stuff.
journey across.
It's going to make
the
things
distant
difficult, I
planet.
think, too.
Next to the sheriff's office, we see some banthas, which are typically domesticated herd animals used for their milk, meat, leather, and transport. Banthas are omnivores and can sustain energy without food or water for long stretches of time. We see Kay arriving at Wayfar Station, where moisture farmers come to sell water, socialize, and buy equipment. Tatooine is known to be filled with outlaws preying on these farmers, which is why we see a stacked bounty board on the wall to the sheriff's office. Eagle-eyed viewers may even spot Kay's picture on the board.
You again.
Sheriff Quint is a Weequay and former pirate who had a lot of success due to her gunslinger skills. She eventually turned away from her old lifestyle and towards the law, using her skills to help the people of Wayfar. Quint is one of the experts in our game, so Kay can agree to help her out, and in exchange, Quint will help Kay develop her skills with the blaster.
You want to die first? Fine by me.
This is another look at Tushara, the new Savannah moon created in collaboration between Massive Entertainment and Lucasfilm Games. The strong winds on the moon wear down the naturally occurring amberine. This can create ramps for Kay and Nix to take advantage of on the speeder. Here we get another glimpse of the lush, dense jungle planet of Akiva, which has been fully realized visually for the first time. Akiva has a very interesting history, and that's something we were excited to explore with Kay and Nix. Kay grew up brawling in cantinas and sneaking around as a thief, so she can hold her own in combat. We even see her take down a death trooper with an electroshock prod. And here, we see a range of alien species being brought together by Sabak. This includes a Galushan, a Zabrak, and Trandoshan. You'll encounter a range of different species scattered across the Outer Rim. Kay and Nix are betting on a Fadir race, being broadcast live from her hometown of Cantobite. Nix loves following the race on the holoprojector. These are Aglis flyers, native to Tushara. They have a habit of stealing anything they can get their hands on, hoarding the items in remote nests. The Tusharans use wind fishing nets to capture them for their meat. In addition to Kay's blaster, she'll learn to use some other weapons when she needs some additional firepower, such as this Imperial Z6 rotary blaster cannon. And finally, here we see a Rancor, a reptilian species that originally hailed from the planet Dathomir. As fans will know, Rancors are extremely dangerous, so they present quite a threat to someone like Kay. And that's some of the things that you may have missed in our latest gameplay walkthrough. The team is hard at work crafting this galactic scoundrel adventure, and we're excited for players to experience the Outer Rim as Kay and her companion Nyx on August 30th. If you're willing to take the risk, the galaxy is full of opportunity.
As we're wrapping up year 5, we want to thank you for your continuous support. During this year, we brought you Project Resolve, a revamp of Project Rewards, a significant boost to global events for playability, various PvP improvements, a major gear balancing pass, as well as almost 2,000 bug fixes.
These major changes laid the foundation for exciting updates coming with year 6 and even more thrilling developments ahead. We are just getting started.
Year 6 is a year of transformation as we prepare the game for even more content.
In Year 6, The Division 2 will feature 3 seasons. Each of them will bring fundamental changes to the endgame and our seasonal model, enhancing the game's accessibility and engagement to new heights.
The first season, titled First Rogue, is set to begin on June 11th.
Keener is alive.
Come find me. Keener is alive and has come to Washington, D.C. to meet with us. However, as is always the case with Keener, the road to finding him is paved with dangers, and his true intentions remain unclear.
What do you believe, Agent?
First important change that we're bringing in Year 6 is one endgame for all agents. All owners of Tom Clancy's The Division 2 can now level up their characters to level 40 without needing to own Warlords of New York and enjoy the seasonal experience.
That means that all Division 2 players can continue leveling up in Washington, D.C., and once they reach level 40, they will gain access to all past and future endgame content, including exclusive weapons and gear, seasonal manhunt and events, endgame modes like the Summit, Countdown, and Paradise Lost Incursion.
We need the Division.
To expedite players' access to the endgame, we're introducing a new progression system to offer you more ways to advance and customize your gameplay experience. Seasons 2.0.
With Seasons 2.0, we'll bring a fresh twist to the experience, seasonal characters. By creating a season-specific character, you'll be able to experiment with new builds, modifiers, and mechanics affecting both agents and enemies, getting a unique experience every season.
We streamlined the progression to ensure a rewarding journey both for new players and veterans, without requiring extensive playtime to reach level 40.
Expect weekly updates filled with fresh activities, improved progression, and rebalanced XP gain, all within an immersive narrative that unfolds through Year 6. At the end of each season, all your hard-earned XP and rewards will merge with your main characters, and your seasonal characters will be added to your existing roster, expanding your options and strategies.
Year 6 also transforms the manhunts as we know them, bringing a new gameplay experience.
Say goodbye to targets and lieutenants as we introduce weekly scouts, allowing for a better paced story progression.
Each scout will be a project consisting of a few engagement activities for you to complete.
Scouts will be available to seasonal characters only and built to complement your overall progression in the season.
That's not all. Prepare for a new difficulty level available for climax missions only. Master.
Master difficulty will offer an epic conclusion to each season, providing challenging and thrilling gameplay experiences designed for 4 players. Later in the year, we're excited to bring you an improved player customization experience. Look forward to improvements and new functionalities that will let you celebrate your characters and achievements in more dynamic and personalized ways.
Year 6 will culminate in the new story DLC, which will return players to the place where it all began, Brooklyn, New York.
Join the Division in the upcoming season and watch the story unfold. We can't wait for you to see what's next.
Alright, so that looks like it was it. So, again, I wasn't too interested in the Division stuff, because I don't play that game in the first place, but, yeah, I'm not interested in the Division 2. I remember seeing, my experience with that game is, the E3 presentation, I think, for the first game, where they had this really, like, obvious, they were having people pretend to play the game while, they were communicating as if it was thing, and like it was clearly like they clearly faked that at the thing, and I just never found myself interested in it. For the most part, I'm not really interested in a lot of the Tom Clancy games. I guess it's more entertaining for me to watch people play than it is for me to play it myself. It's just not my thing. And then like all the stuff that they really broke down with Outlaws and with all the stuff that they broke down with Outlaws and with Assassin's Creed Shadows was already something we'd just seen. It was just them going a little bit further with stuff. So we'll just see that is pretty much the same thing as what I think. But I mean, overall, like, because this is only Ubisoft by themselves, it's only Ubisoft games, so there's only like a couple of things there. But of the stuff that we are going to be getting in the future, I'm looking forward to more Prince of Persia stuff and more. Like the Star Wars thing could be interesting, and then the Assassin's Creed thing seems like it's going to be very good as well. But yeah, that is pretty much like all there is. Like nothing else to really I have to wrap up because we already kind of talked about it in the first place. But yeah, you know, again, overall, like it was good. It was good for what it needed to be. I think overall, like this was a really good Summer Games Fest, to be honest. I don't think the main show was as good as last year's, but I think everything else was probably better. Going through the Xbox stuff for this year and going through the stuff from last year, it looked like there was more stuff I was interested in last year, but this year there was less stuff, but there was more things that were like shown. So that's one thing as well. So yeah, like overall I think it was good for what it was. But yeah, that basically concludes coverage for this, because I don't think there's anything else that I want to really cover for this, because the Nintendo Direct doesn't really count, and it's usually going to be short anyway, and I don't think there was anything else that was on. And then, like, in terms of, like, future content, obviously, I might be able to do a live run tomorrow. We'll see how that is. And then I might have to reconsider what games I'm going to be doing next, because now that they've announced the Prince of Persia DLC, I can't delete that out, because it's going to have DLCs, so that means that I need to keep that on the system, at least until I can get the DLCs off. So we might still play... I'll probably still play Persona 4 Golden, and then we'll see what I can play that would get rid of more space, and then see how that goes, because we are definitely... I'm at a point now where of the stuff that I'm deleting out, it won't be enough to update a game, and it won't be enough to put a new game on. So, we might start going through games that have DLCs in them that I just haven't finished yet, and started in general, I should say. But yeah, I guess that's all that I would really have to say for the time being. So, with all that being said, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Every like, comment, subscription for this video gets you content monetization. Helps me my content available to content more system easy to find. I upload my past Plat Reacts as well as Let's Plays and Let's Plays to YouTube channel, including 5x6, Sifu, The Quarry, Wizard's Remake, Octopath Traveler, Lego Star Wars Saga, Abstract of Vertigo, Crystal Conference Reunion, Cuphead, Stray, Marvel's Avengers, Dr. Photo, Devil Me, Days Gone, Wizard's Remake, Star Trek, Like a Drink Edition, Resident Evil 4 Make, Resident Evil 5, Triangle Society, Pokemon Scarlet, Resident Evil 6, Traveler 2, some Biohazard, Lord of Scrum, AEW Fight Forever, Sponsored Scrapheads, Shake, Hogwarts Legacy, First Time Remnant, Assassin's Creed Mirage, Pokemon Violet, Persona 5 Tactica, Resident Evil Village, Smart RPG Remake, Monster of Archive's Raincode, Kirby's Transcendental and Deluxe, Theatre and Farm Barline, Like a Dragon in the Main Race's name, Like a Dragon Guide in the Main Race's name, Persona 3 Reload, Miles Guardians of the Galaxy, WGK22, Persona 3 Portable, Resident Evil Revelations Live as well. I'm working on a play-by-pass of games we have the Platinum Trophy for, as well as a switching things up some games on the Switch, along with more Triangle Strategy speedruns, or Profitable Gardera speedruns, Pokemon Nuzlocke, I want to continue doing those in the future. Also, I upload everything to my YouTube channel because I have some limitation on my videos before they've been permanently deleted, and there be a separate place for people to be able to find my content if they wish to do so. You'll also get a notification of when I go live watching on YouTube. Follow me on Twitch at 150 followers. I'll be doing a Like a Dragon Infinite World speedrun, and we also reach affiliate, which means I get monetization as well. Get to make a bunch of subscriber emotes and incentives to help support me and the channel going forward in the future. Also get extra 7 days I upload before my videos put into it as well. And you'll also get a notification of when I go live watching on Twitch. Follow me on Twitter to be notified when I go live, which I'm in Discord.